Alrighty.
There's some good audio.
Oh, I guess we're in a menu. Why are we in a menu already? Why is there we go. My controller's back. We're good.
Because you pressed something.
Okay.
Cause and effect, Toaster. You press things and things happen.
Clearly. Can everyone hear Keith? Can everyone hear me? How are things?
Yeah, time to find out if everything's broken again like last time.
We'll give it a second.
Do you hear me and Toaster and game? Which admittedly might be hard to make out.
It's all good. It seems like everyone can hear everything. So, okay, let's move forward.
The odds are incredibly in Stone's favor. I guess that he's the reigning champion, and Bobby Yale is just a contender, but maybe word got out about his condition.
What, in that he is a dead boy now?
He's not dead. He
wait,
had anxiety or whatever.
He just wanted to die.
All right, here we go. Steve J. Grayson, Stone, 200 La Iguana. Oh yeah, we're in the like illegal betting ring. Interesting.
Yeah, we snuck into the basement and it was pitch black and we died. We lost several times waiting because the light would run out. And you're trying to find the specific pixel to click on in the dark.
Huh. Looks like those colorful notes weren't restaurant orders after all.
There we go.
There's one on each table. Except this one.
Huh. So they're taking bets. But I mean, I guess gambling might be illegal here, especially like without a license or something. So I guess this is probably...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure gambling's illegal because the other guy.
Yeah, exactly.
A criminal for gambling.
I just don't know if he runs specifically an illegal gambling operation as opposed to a legal gambling operation.
Like as opposed to whether or not all of them are illegal.
Yes, exactly. That's what I meant. So let's see.
So we just got into the basement and opened like a compartment in like the freezer or something.
Wow.
Yes.
I didn't realize you could place so many bets on a single baseball game.
Me either. All right. I do like the soundtrack for this game. This is the one piece of the game that is not falling apart under any scrutiny.
The lighting is good.
I mean, when it renders.
But yeah, I'm just saying like when you were in that basement and stuff, and all you had was flash. I'm like, well, this looks cool.
All right.
It was bullying you by running out of time.
Wait, what the hell? Did you just see that? What the?
No.
There was an A button prompt on that little notepad there, and I clicked A, and then the prompt just disappeared and nothing happened.
Oh.
What? What?
It looks like a summary of all the bets that come in. Day, amount, bet, wagerer. Wait a minute. Did O'Leary himself bet $5,000 on Yale?
Oh man! Wow.
16 days until the fight.
What? What are you reacting to right now?
Forget that criminals, even the office variety, have family and kids.
Them cheekbones.
Anyway, maybe things aren't so bad on the dark side. A little thingamajig that adds on its own. What'll they think of next?
Is he? I guess he's puzzled. He's surprised by a calculator. Is a calculation machine like that really that rare in the 50s?
I
feel like calculators have been around for a while.
Someone ask Lackadaisy Tracy.
Oh, I bet she would know
answer all
for
of
sure.
our questions.
Yeah, get her on the stream.
Yeah, I got her on my Rolodex, which they had in the 50s, I think.
You're the Popufur, dude. You might.
No, I don't have a Rolodex.
That's
Checkmate.
the problem here.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
I'd say that's Ireland too.
That was part of my entryway into the furry fandom, was that one of my friends that I played Rock Band with had his character drawn by Tracy way back in like 2006.
That's wild.
Yep, it's a hyena with a big grin and a Tommy gun. Complete poems. Well, that's nice of them to finish the poems.
Limited edition copy 2 of 3.
That's a really limited edition.
If you call it listening to the sentimental romance, your eyes act like the moon.
There's a cute little poem, I guess.
There's only 3 in the whole world. Take it, it's worth a fortune.
If they're not together anymore, why does O'Leary keep so many pictures of romantic moments with Helen Moore?
I mean, that's the question, right?
It wasn't mutual. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
What is that? There we go. You push the whole lantern up and it... Ah.
The painting concealed file after file of celebrity reports with all sorts of shady information, ranging from S to Z. Almost all of them were athletes. Is that what O'Leary meant when he said that detectives and police officers were his friends? I wonder how many spy for him, if I were to pitch in.
I like that he's just sitting here, completely emotionless.
They didn't, like, model it or anything, so he has to just explain what's slightly behind this painting that they apparently can't show us. I was losing my mind once I realized what happened. God. He slightly moved the painting, and then he has to just narrate what we're supposed to think is there, because they didn't actually make it. Oh no.
Thorpe had been a rising football star before the war, which he came back from with honors and decorations. After the truce, he resumed his career. He won 3 season trophies and a couple of MVP awards. He retired after an accident that left him paralyzed from the waist down. He started his own sports advertising agency 4 years ago, but according to the files, O'Leary hadn't even tried to corrupt him.
Huh.
Before this game, I had never ever mistaken a lion for a camel.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, they tried their best, okay?
That guy was gonna roll up in his wheelchair and sell us cigarettes. Imagine him with sunglasses.
Completely indistinguishable.
Yeah.
According to Stone's report, he was so clean, not to mention hard to corrupt, that O'Leary opted for a more subtle strategy. Apparently, when he broke up with the tennis player Helen Moore, he set her up with Stone. Lucky for him, they hit it off. As I put away the report, I stopped in my tracks.
Why?
Did I really want to risk knowing what O'Leary had on my good friend, the incorruptible police commissioner? To be honest, if Smirnoff had anything to hide, I'd rather not know about it.
Damn. But what about a Dangpa comic where you get into his history? It worked out for Weekly when he found out Smirnoff's history.
I would like to know about that.
Oh, I'll show you later.
I think I have the zine that's probably in. I just haven't read it yet.
In Bobby Yale's folder, all I found was a log of his incredible stats as an aspiring champion. 20 victories, 16 by knockout.
That's actually crazy.
At the end of the report, someone had underlined one word several times. Untouchable.
It slides out like a filing cabinet. It's surreal. Genuinely surreal painting.
Look at that terrifying catfish.
Oh my god. Does it have little ears?
I don't know if it's actually a catfish, but that's what I'm gonna call it.
No. It's a Blacksad catfish. It's got a white muzzle and green eyes.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Look into its soul.
That's...
Just keep looking at it, Keith. I wanted to zoom in further. I want it to zoom all the way in on it. Someone
Just
make a
slow
highlight of
zoom
that. Just
all the way
slow
in on
zoom.
him.
Cut back and forth to my eyes and its eyes,
Like
like the Ferris
like
Bueller Cameron painting.
I get the joke, but it's terrifying. Why is there a John Blacksad fish? He has a fish Sona.
Luckily or not, files in through R included no one that I could somehow connect to the case.
I would say that's unluckily, in that you're trying to solve a case. So it would be lucky if you made progress, Mr. Blacksad.
It's extremely hard to figure out where I need to point the flashlight to get the prompts to come up. All right, Joe R. done. Well, Joe is done, technically. As in he's dead, Keith. Did you get the joke?
Dunn's integrity was legendary.
No.
Even in O'Leary's shady reports, just like Yale had said. Dunn had kicked one of O'Leary's men out of the gym when he found him snooping around. Cassidy's report was possibly the longest among all of O'Leary's files. Apparently, their rivalry went way back. So much so that they spied on each other in the most unthinkable ways. At least I was able to confirm what Yale had told me. Cassidy had threatened Dunn after he refused to join the managers' union. The report on Yale's father was the shortest of all, since only his name was left. Why? A Crossler? The good news is, I don't need lockpicks to open it. The bad news, I didn't bring explosives.
Was I supposed to? Is that a reference to the comics at some point? I can't remember.
I'm drawing a blank on that one. I still haven't quite got around to.
$200 in his safe. O'Leary had about 20,000 in a drawer.
Would that have been?
I reread the stuff before this, but not the stuff after this yet.
Even Dunn had a gun in his office. O'Leary couldn't possibly be the exception.
Dude,
For
take
when
the
he's
gun.
done with your bullshit.
I pulled open the journal. I meant to pull open deductions, but I don't think I have any more to make. Yeah, I don't have anything I can put together right now.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Based on that, I would deduct you haven't found all the clues.
Dude, shut up, Keith. Stop backseat gaming.
Wow. I'm just saving you from the comment section in the future, obviously.
You're
Get down,
just
Mr.
as
President.
bad as they are.
No.
In fact, you're worse.
Because you can't mute me.
There we go. All right, time to figure out. How
am I supposed to believe that this is a rich man's painting gallery when none of them are Saturn devouring his son?
It's true. It's the most easily accessible painting for rich men to have in their office.
Helen Moore's file was, by far, one of the juiciest. She had been just a run-of-the-mill tennis player until O'Leary launched her career by rigging enough games to help her climb the ranking. However, O'Leary hadn't fixed any of her games in over a year. In spite of that, she remained undefeated. Be as it may, it was clear that O'Leary had enough information to ruin her career.
Maybe she could have done it all along.
Strange as it may seem, the reports revealed that O'Leary had hired Jake as a bodyguard precisely because he was absolutely clean. Apparently, he liked to surround himself with honest people when he mingled with the high society.
Interesting. So I guess Jake isn't so bad after all.
Till he
just busts our balls for no reason at all.
He's just immediately awful in the comic. Like, just
yeah.
First time speaking, immediately bad.
I'd say O'Leary has threatened Stone with ruining Moore's career.
What is this lighting? Why didn't it light up his face?
You don't need to see things in a visual medium.
Do not answer that.
Someone was coming.
Are we or are we not exemplary workers, Jimmy?
Think fast.
All right, can we do it? No, what? Why does it say I didn't? What? What is being communicated?
Oh
my god.
Every time a QTE starts, I just take it for granted that you're gonna die.
I just don't know what I'm supposed to choose. You had two options. You choose right, you just die. They both communicate the same idea. What is going on?
I like that he doesn't even hold you at gunpoint or anything.
Here it is, middle of the night. And we're working extra hours. Hey, Jimmy, what do you think about that?
I think he's scared stiff, Desmond.
Why's that, Jimmy? We're giving you the red carpet treatment. We even let you in the boss's office.
You're one lucky fellow.
You can't say I don't treat you well, Jimmy.
This is where it turns into a Dangpa comic.
Is that a Dalmatian?
Yeah. Speak, you moron.
Some kind of dog.
Yeah, very well. Why are you...
Shh. Oh my god.
How long have you worked for me, Jimmy?
3 months. 3 months.
Oh, yeah. I hired you right after your cousin Martin died.
It's a long nose.
I need your opinion. How would you punish someone for ruining an innocent man's life with a hit and run, Jimmy?
I don't know.
Then tell me, what about you, Wilson? What would you do?
No, please. I didn't do anything. I swear.
He was a good guy. Of course, you already knew that. You knew him better than me, right?
He was my cousin.
That's why I hired you, Jimmy. You see, Martin was a dear friend. And his widow said you were a nice kid. That you do a good job. And you needed the money.
This guy, I just need to point out that everyone in this scene is chewing the scenery so hard.
Oh yeah, no. Like this guy's He's like whimpering is so much, and like the coyote has all of the like this coyote voice actor sounds like he definitely has played the Joker before somewhere.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's in a he's definitely been in a community theater version of a Batman story. Like insane.
Yeah. And then the Dalmatian definitely has that just keep whimpering, just keep making noises energy as like every time Weekly shows up, and Weekly just won't stop making weird noises for the entire scene. Like for some reason Weekly's always like that.
He's just really, this is a chance to get a big break, so he's just putting 110% in.
And I have a soft spot for those in need. Please. But you know what? I talked to her just yesterday. She told us you did some naughty things to her with that gun, Jimmy. No. That's no way to treat a widow, is it?
She's lying. Why would I do that?
What about the kid? Are you so sure you know how long a kid can hold his breath? With his little head inside a toilet bowl?
Son of a bitch. I didn't want to.
Wow, it's escalating to risk your life.
Selfishly, I was glad I hadn't risked my life to save Jimmy.
Oh, that might be bad when
Maybe
he
not even
narrates
someone
it.
like him deserves to die. But one could also argue that I didn't deserve to die for someone like him.
Oh, that's not good. That's the narration means it's bad.
Who's your boss? Give me a name!
Cassidy. It was his idea. He said you'd hired me if I'd managed to scare the widow, and I just...
All right. Let's just calm down now. It's gonna be okay.
But we got actually useful information from this.
How are you
Two
hiding?
sacred principles that rule my life.
There's someone in
First
every
principle.
direction right now.
Is the love for my family.
I mean, we're outside the room.
I do
Are we?
anything
Yeah.
to protect them. The second principle, I never put my future in the hands of fate. I always play it nice and safe.
See? That's
And I would
useful.
even add a third principle, or better yet, a rule. If anything threatens either of these two crucial principles, I take matters into my own hands. You see where this is going? For the first time, I got someone killed. Even though all I really did was rat him out.
No, I just...
Stop interrupting me, Jimmy! It's not polite! You're all the same. So rude. You know what? Let's leave it at that. You're going to give a message to that disgusting walrus Cassidy, aren't you?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Yeah, sure.
Good boy.
This is Skeksis acting.
Oh, yeah, completely.
What's the message?
Oh, Jimmy. You still don't get it, do you? You are the message.
Oop.
Come on.
That was a lot of sounds
him
for a
up.
dead person.
It was, yes.
Make sure Cassidy gets the message for breakfast, will you? I hope he chokes on it.
Got it.
Improv. That's not in the script.
I didn't think he'd shoot him, honestly, because he's in his own office.
Darling little fishy. Once again, you didn't get to hear the end of my story.
This is so risky.
Yeah, it is.
I lost the sense of space during the hiding, I guess. I thought you were hiding under that desk. I'm like, okay, they're in every direction. How are you hiding? I honestly figured they wouldn't shoot him because I feel like they want to get information out of him, and killing him in your own office seems just incredibly counterproductive.
Yeah. But now we can prosecute him.
It's like Gus Fring killing somebody at the chicken place, as opposed to, what actually happens, which is he always gets driven out to it's fucking construction yard somewhere and shot.
What? Just where do you think you're going, putty cat?
Because the Looney Tunes still, Jesus Christ.
2 sacred principles rule my life. The first is the love I feel for my family.
Is he just gonna replay this scene? I rang the doorbell to make it look like I was here to ask a question.
The second, never leave destiny in the hands of fate. I always play it nice and safe. And I'd even add a third principle, or better yet, a rule.
He really gives the same speech every time, huh?
If threatens either of these 2 principles, I take matters into my own hands. The first time that someone died because of me, even though all I did was rat him out, well, that guy ended up in the Hudson River, right off Pier 27. He's got to be even wetter than that fish by now. You should have seen his
Very
face.
funny, sir.
It's interesting what comes
Impeccable.
to mind when you think you're about to die. Suddenly, all I could think about was how much I wanted to fish.
You too. I was 14.
I'm trying to
It's
understand.
doing it!
Dream about it.
It's doing it! You predicted
By
this!
then, I was adamant about buying a fish. But first,
That was that. Never again. Now
Why did it slow zoom
Whether
on the
it's
Blacksad
me, pull the
fish?
trigger or not, I have 0 regrets. What's more, I sort of enjoy it.
The thing that's confusing to me about this is that we literally just came to visit and we're an associate of this guy. So why is he attacking us? It doesn't. We were literally supposed to talk to him.
his pupils
Even when
are
we did get
dilated,
shot.
and there's a slight grin on his face. The bastard is enjoying himself.
It's also interesting how when we had a conversation with him in the car like 25 minutes ago, he was like, it wasn't 25 minutes ago, it was earlier today. He was like, hey, like, I never do dirty work. I'm a
The guy never
completely
hesitates to
normal,
pull the
above
trigger.
board guy.
Even if I hadn't seen what he did
Because
to
he's a
Jimmy,
liar.
I'd know he's not bluffing.
Yes, but what I'm saying is he literally made a truce with us because we're a detective and he wants something from us. But the second we go to presumably, as far as they know, give him information, he's like, I'm actually going to tell you I'm a murderer and kill you. It's like, why?
When a mob boss declares his love of family, it can only mean that A, he won't hesitate to ruin yours, and B, he's cheating on his wife.
For me, it's just like when you got shot immediately, I was like, I don't know if they would have wanted you him to shoot you, because like his boss is right there, and I don't think he wants
In case
Blacksad
anyone
dead
had
in his
any doubts
office.
about who's the boss
Yeah.
around here, I'll put my dirty feet on his luxurious table to prove that all of this is mine. I knew I had it in me to get out of that place alive.
All right, let's see. Oh, you know what? Nope. All right, let's see.
No. O'Leary's wife is having an affair with Colbert? Should I serve this to O'Leary on a silver platter? Or threaten Colbert so he'll get me out of this mess?
And, well, that's it, I think. You know, Blacksad, I never made it this far. Congratulations, you're going in style.
I didn't want to interrupt you because I respect you and your word. Colbert told me to come here.
What? Me? No way. You did what? Colbert? When?
Yeah, remember? At that bar on 33rd and Main Street. Don't you remember that cocky drunk guy?
No.
He kept bragging about how he was banging another guy's wife.
Oh? Oh, yeah. Weird times, huh?
Yeah, and you congratulated me for finding Yale and saving your life.
Several times.
Then you assured me that O'Leary would thank me.
Well, I didn't put it that way, but yeah.
And then you told me to come here to ask the boss himself.
Yeah. I think you deserve it. Right, Desmond? Oh, Blacksad, Blacksad, Blacksad. Thank you.
What?
And sorry for jumping to conclusions.
What?
First, you get a random beating from my men. And here
What?
we are. When you shared what you'd found in Yale's apartment, well, it made me sort of want to trust you. But as you well know, you can't trust anyone in this world. Take it. It's only fair.
I want to bet it all on the fight, on Sonia Dunn's behalf.
Oh, what a romantic you are. We listen, if you call it listening, to the sentimental romance.
Your eyes act like the moon.
Ah, a cultured man. Anyway, go ahead. Place your bet.
What do you think?
I bet
Losing
it all
my
on
mind.
Yale.
Oh, Blacksad. Aren't these odd hours to pay me a visit? Your message was important, but certainly not urgent. It could have waited until tomorrow, don't you think?
We cats and wolves hunt at night.
We're so smooth, Keith. We walked right out of there.
I don't know what to even do with the whiplash of that scene.
Oh no, me neither. That was insane.
I
I
cannot.
wish I was a noir fiction writer. At this very moment, I could write a couple of pointed, ironic remarks for the narrator to recount what I just lived through. The dark, crooked alleys of New York reminded me of the state of my own soul.
I wanted.
That was
I was actually
rough.
thinking about betting it on Stone because I think that we can convince Yale to throw the fight so that he survives and doesn't die. But in my haste, I just needed to pick an option. So I just picked Yale because I was like, I don't know, maybe we'll get a storybook ending. I'm not sure.
I just feel like I'm losing my mind from how much whiplash there was in that scene of just like, we're going to kill you, and you're like, no, I was here to talk to you. Oh, my bad. And like, what? You rang the doorbell.
Well, I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like immediately we rang the doorbell specifically to make it look like we were here to talk to him. We get kidnapped and brought in, and he drops all pretense of being a normal person when the last time we spoke to him, he was like, "No,
Yeah.
Blacksad, I'm totally above board."
Why did
he
the
literally
rhino? Why was the rhino weirdly communicative and cooperative with you when he specifically hates you? He has no reason to work with you, and he's the specific guy who wants you dead for outing him to his wife.
Yeah.
So like, why is he corroborating anything you say? And what, Lucy?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with that.
What?
All I know is that the game let it happen, and then we walked off with a cool one-liner. Can't you see?
The streets
We're
of
cool.
Manhattan were as dark as my soul.
No. Fall loomed over me Fall struck me with the full force of my long-lost youth.
This is not how Blacksad's written.
Nah, not that. Fall descended over me with the full weight
Damn.
of a guilty conscience.
Is it a bird?
It's an anteater.
Anteater. Oh, second guy. It's like a Beastars alley fight. Lego She versus that striped hyena. Such that a horse? Dog.
Maybe a horse or a donkey and an anteater?
What were you
I think that's a
thinking?
dog.
He wants him alive.
Oh, maybe it is a horse. Quick, detect what kind of horse it is. Is it a Clydesdale? Is it a Mustang? Racially profiling for later. He has horse written on his jacket?
I felt falls seep through my bones like the pain of a good beating. Mediocre, but appropriate.
What?
Oh, good. We can deduct some new clues. Good for us.
He gets his ass beat a lot.
Yeah, 4 times now. I got an achievement for it.
He does get his ass
Against
beat
all
like
odds,
once per
next morning,
chapter,
I got
but
up
damn.
bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And I had my kind, unknown assailants to thank. The beating had taken its toll, but for the first time in months, I had slept like a baby.
He just needs a dom.
Oh, come on, Helen, focus. All right, take 5. We'll work on that double backhand later.
Just awkwardly walks up to a tennis match. Her opponent just doesn't seem to know notice he's there.
Mr. Blackmore.
It's clearly not what it said. What?
I don't know what the source of Blackmore is, but the NSFW fanzine is called that, so it must be a reference.
Maybe that is what his fake ID says.
Yeah, maybe his fake ID says Blackmore.
What every blue-blooded American should do. Ride the wave of success. On a global scale, if possible.
Yeah, sure. We have to beat those commies on every battlefield, be it in Korea, a clay court, or Wimbledon. But that's not what you mean, right?
Maybe if we could speak in private?
Alec!
Coming!
What species do you think?
You've got 4 minutes, Mr. Blackmore, so... make them count.
I'm wondering if he even shows up on camera. What was he looking at? That was a look.
O'Leary or rigged games?
Or
the fake
game shows that
with
you
Stone.
know?
Yeah.
We're aware of at least 6 rigged games during your first year as a professional player.
And?
You won all of them.
Are you trying to offend me? I give my all on the court. I can't be held accountable if my rivals don't do the same. Go interrogate them.
We know about you and Desmond O'Leary.
Wow. The FBI sure knows what it's doing. So, out of the 100 million Americans who know about that, who did you extort to get such highly confidential information?
The thing is, well...
You see, I'd love to wipe out that part of my past, but whatever.
Do you have any regrets?
Ads pay more than trophies. Can you believe it? Being associated with such a shady character could only damage my reputation. Trust me, never get involved with a married man. Anyway, at least now I know why you mentioned the rigged games. I can't blame you, Mr. Blackmore. I understand why I seem suspect.
They say you're currently involved with Al Stone, the boxer. Is that correct?
Wow, your sagacity never ceases to amaze me.
Don't beat around the bush. We know why you're with him.
Oh, so you like his biceps too?
Desmond O'Leary asked you to seduce Stone. Why?
What? No, I met Al by chance at a party. A party hosted by Desmond O'Leary. No, that can't be. No one is that shrewd. Not even him. Damn, I hate that bastard. Anyway, now I get why you brought up the rigged games and your obsession with O'Leary. What do you really have against him? And don't say illegal
keeps saying
gambling.
that.
Oh, fuck.
Illegal gambling.
Oh.
I see you don't want to tell me.
I thought it was going to say contraband. That was the one we had left.
America can't afford to let anyone shake its foundations like that. And America's sweetheart can't afford it either. Help us out. Talk to us.
And why should I, Mr. Blackmore? What do I stand to gain or lose?
The FBI always returns a favor.
Oh, yeah?
Doubt that.
Are they gonna rig my games? This is actually quite simple.
She gave up on the idea of pretending to not be corrupted really quickly.
Yes, extremely so.
One lucky gal.
You have a light, sir?
The pearly white teeth of someone who barely smokes. Am I making her nervous?
There's something disturbing about her mouth.
Damn.
It's because they keep giving them
I'm
human
almost out of
teeth.
fluid.
Why does every dog have human teeth in this universe, but only in this
Wanna know
game, not
my
the
trick?
actual comics?
Go down to start, then up with it, and then down again.
Is there a QTE
Will I get
here?
to smoke today? Don't worry, I'm not making
What?
any assumptions about your masculinity.
I guess this is interactive.
Thanks. I don't know what you want me to say. You're trying to frame O'Leary, perhaps rightfully so, but I think you're barking up the wrong tree. Believe me, if I had the slightest...
Come on, Helen. Time to work on your backhand. Let's go.
What species is she?
Do you smoke?
I don't know.
It's
Nice
really
meeting you,
hard.
Mr. Blackmore.
I got an
Oh, the
achievement for
achievements-
this that said
Yeah, the
charm-
achievement's called American's
bring my water?
Pussycat, so I guess she's a cat.
Yeah. I'm more confused because it seems like that went really poorly, but then I got an achievement for charming her?
Apparently. Where she's mocks you for being bad at lighters.
America's sweetheart gave you her cigarette? Dear God, she has the hots for you. I can't believe you said good
What?
old weekly
That made me
invested
laugh.
in
What?
that stupid walrus
What?
while you were hanging out with
Fuck.
Helen Moore herself.
So, what
What?
do you say, you and me, we change places next time, huh?
Your turn. Now tell me, what did you find out?
Ah, you're gonna love this. You ready? I've got news, but I happen to also have a
Blacksad.
Thank you so much, Mr. Blacksad.
Huh? Oh, Mrs. Colbert.
When you told me about my husband, I kicked him out. But this morning he came back with a bouquet of roses and asked me to forgive him. He said he had some kind of big scare yesterday and that he hasn't stopped thinking about me since. He wants to take me to Niagara Falls on a second honeymoon.
And pushed you off.
Roses in his face, and I told him to shove Niagara Falls up his ass. You think I could forget what he's done just like that?
I don't want to get into anybody's business here, but what if your husband really is sorry?
Are you telling me to give him a second chance? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah. No. No, actually, I'd rather not say anything.
All right, but I'm gonna hold you accountable. If that
What?
rhino betrays me, I'll scratch his eyes out and I'll smash his head in. And yours too.
I just said I'd rather not say anything. Hold me accountable for your own choices. Fuck you.
But what just happened? Is there anything you didn't tell me?
Maybe. But now it's your turn. Tell me about Cassidy. Come on, spit it out.
I didn't find anything suggesting that Cassidy had anything to do with Dunn's murder, but...
That's quite the tale.
But I know Cassidy will be playing poker tonight with one Howard M. Farnham II, a Texas tycoon looking to get his claws on the boxing business. I also know that he and Cassidy have never met in person, and that Farnham, who's staying at the Balford Hotel, hasn't left his room. Apparently, he spent the night with 3 bottles of bourbon. So, here's my incredible plan. I'll go to the hotel.
Extreme close-up.
I'd knock him out, and then take his place in the poker game. That way, I'll get
Why did you
Cassidy
have those on
talking.
hand?
What do you think? Incredible, right?
Didn't we agree that you would handle Helen more while I dealt with Cassidy next time? No?
I think we should let Weekly do it. I think he'd be great. He palmed those cards.
How does he physically operate on cartoon logic like this?
I guess weasels have access to outer space too.
He's freaking me out, man. His performance, his weird tracking shot close-up, his magic cards that he had, like, just generally just off-putting. He's freaking me out. I need to just wipe, when it comes to my, like, headcanon memory of this franchise, I need to wipe out specifically this version of Weekly. I can't store this in my mind. I can't keep this in my brain.
If only we had Scratch and Sniff.
Are you a lion?
Good afternoon, Mr. Farnham.
What's going on?
Allow me to introduce myself. Room service. I've brought the bottles you ordered.
I didn't order me no drinks, and you're not wearing the hotel uniform. Move on, you drunk.
This is a game over?
What? It fades to grayscale and goes slow-mo like you fucking died in GTA.
This is it. This is it for us. We just
Wasted.
died.
This is a surreal video game. I'm losing my entire mind. I can't.